My name is Sundiata Alaye. I am the Director of IT Compliance, IT Security and Fraud Prevention for Sirius XM Satellite Radio. Currently, we have about 1,500 employees total in the company. Our primary drivers for going into an automated mode of onboarding and terminating employees was SOX, of course, because we're a publicly traded company. The second reason was our PCI. Which deals with our credit card information and who has access to credit card information. What we wanted to achieve and set as our goal when we first bought the package was to make sure that we had an automated solution to managing user access across the board, across the entire company. You have to understand we're in two locations, New York and Washington, D.C., and we have engineers on both sides, so we have super users everywhere. In addition, we have 12 or 13 different applications that we have to ensure user access from a SOX perspective. So we wanted to make certain that everything that we had with this project all gelled together. Some of the risk of managing user access at our company is making sure that we are getting people off of our systems as quickly as possible, whether they leave as terminated employees and if that's a voluntary or involuntary termination, we have to remove user access as quickly as we can. The process prior to getting the Courion suite purchased for the company was a very labor-intensive manual process where we would have to have the engineers to run system-generated user lists and then provide those user lists to each of the application owners, both on the IT side and on the business side, to review the list to make sure that these users were indeed authorized users and that they had the rights and privileges that they were approved for. We are implementing the compliance suite from the Courion software right now, which is going to allow us to do certifications and attestations from the manual process of generating lists to doing it with the push of a button to produce the reports on users. We are going to be the primary users. We intend to turn it over at some point to the help desk because they are the first point of entry for new employees coming and employees leaving the company. So we're going to turn it over to them eventually. But right now, we are responsible completely and totally for its implementation. The access certification process will support us in both PCI and in SOX by ensuring that we have a quarterly review process for all of the users, that we are getting the management involved in almost real time. And that's the biggest difference from what the manual process looks like now. For the PCI, we have to absolutely understand who has access to credit card information in our company. And we have very few people who actually have that access, believe it or not. But we want to make sure that these people also are being closely monitored and terminated, very quickly if there's if someone leaves, and also giving them the right access when they come on board. We first chose Courion back in 2007. We had done a great deal of market research and a lot of due diligence to find out who was the best of the best in this field. And we came across Courion and narrowed down from about 6 other vendors. And it was very clear that Courion was the choice. As a vendor partner, I have to say Courion is probably one of the best. We deal with a lot of vendors coming out of my office. Courion has been a partner to us, a true partner to us. They not only help us get through certain issues, but they actually anticipate them and get ahead of the game for us. And so that has been a dynamic experience for us.